Brittney Griner's moment with Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham turns heads. Atlanta Dream center Brittney Griner seemed happy to see the two Fever stars before they faced off in the playoffs. The Indiana Fever pulled off a major upset against the Atlanta Dream on Thursday night with an 87-85 win in the final seconds to eliminate Atlanta and advance to the second round of the WNBA playoffs. The Dream had their best season in franchise history and were favored to go far in the tournament, if not go all the way and win the whole thing. The Fever changed all of that. The loss left the Dream and their fans with major disappointment, and Indiana even capped off the victory with some mocking gestures to Atlanta fans. But there doesn't seem to be much animosity between at least one Dream player and the Fever, as shown by a picture snapped before Game 2 between Brittney Griner and two Fever stars that could raise questions going into the offseason. Griner getting friendly with Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Game 2 was the first of Indiana's two wins in the series, and the one that saved their season after Atlanta opened Game 1 with a win. Before the game, Griner stopped by the Fever bench to chat with Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, two Indiana stars who have been kept out of the playoffs with a pair of season-ending injuries. Things seemed to be all smiles between the three players. In a picture posted on X by photographer Brittney, Griner was shown laughing with the two Fever players, pointing with her tongue out at Clark, who matched the expression, while Cunningham, between them, was doubled over in laughter. On one hand, the picture could be innocent enough. Three players who have gotten used to seeing their names in headlines sharing a laugh before the game, and a reflection of the ease that Griner and the Dream may have felt while riding the high of their Game 1 win. However, after the Fever's comeback, the image could take on a different light and be an indication of where Griner's mind could be now that the Dream season is over. Griner is a free agent. Griner signed with the Dream last offseason on a one-year contract worth over $214,000 after 11 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury. The veteran center was looking for a new start with Atlanta. The free agency that led her to Atlanta was, in her own words, everything she wanted it to be. Her role with the Dream changed midway through the season. A neck injury sidelined her for 3 games, and when she returned, she found herself coming off the bench instead of starting, something she had never done before in her career. Now she is a free agent again, with nothing stopping her from exploring her options again. To leave Atlanta would be leaving a stacked roster with 3 2025 All-Stars and one of the best records in the WNBA, but it's possible that Griner could see her role increasingly diminished as Atlanta's younger players come into their own even more. And, as the past series just revealed, a roster as deep as the Dream still fell to the upstart Fever, even as they were left without several of their best players due to injury. Griner had spoken before about being rejuvenated and at home with Atlanta, but she could feel at home elsewhere as well, surrounded by a new roster of outstanding talent. She would be joining old friends in a hypothetical move to the Fever, too. Griner and Cunningham played 6 seasons together in Phoenix. It's all speculation for now, but the upcoming offseason could lead to some unexpected changes for Griner, just as last offseason did. If she gets along with the Fever so well before the two teams faced off in a playoff game, they could get along even better if they had the same uniform on.